Hello YouTubers, welcome back. It's time for part 11. Yes, part 11 of my Paramount Home Entertainment VHS Collection 2020. I got more Paramount tapes to show off. As you can see, here's some Paramount Communication tapes and the Viacom era tapes. And keep in mind, I got more Paramount tapes and I will show off in the next video. And also, I have more Paramount tapes in the media room, so I'll try to dig them out the best as I could, but I'll list them, the movies, in the description below, and I will do a supplemental episode. All right. So let's continue on. Next, here's Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Emissary. This is the original feature-length pilot episode, the third series of the Star Trek television series with Edry Brooks, Alexander Siddig, Nana Visitor, Con Mini, Armor Shinneman, Sirach Lofton, and Renee Abenjawal. 87 minutes, not rated. Air date for this, January 4th, 1993, starting 46421.0. Said Patrick Stewart is in there and has Terry Farrell. I used to have the Canadian tape, but unfortunately that tape snapped off. Next up, here's a 1994 release of Star Trek The Next Generation, The Ensign of Command, Episode 49. Air date October 2nd, 1989, starting unknown. And next up, the 1994 VHS of Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford, also starring Willem Dafoe, Ann Archer, James Earl Jones, Benjamin Bratt, Henry Cruzini, and Thora Birch. Directed by Philip Noyce, and the film is from 1994. Truth Needs a Soldier. Rated PG-13 and it's 141 minutes. Great, it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Ford is perfect, says Jeff Craig, 60-second preview. I have The Hunt for Red October and Patriot Games on video cassette. Here's the sticker label, the end label. And there's no week, here he is. The 32nd week of 1994. And next tape, the 1995 VHS of Andre with Tina Majorino. Also starring Keith Carradine and Chelsea Fields. Directed by George Miller, and the film is from 1994. The greatest adventure is finding your way home. 96 minutes, rated PG. A worthy successor to Free Willy, appealing to all ages, as Kevin Thomas, Los Angeles Times. And this is the edited one. Here's the sticker label and the end label. The 39th week of 1995. And the next tape is the 1995 VHS of Forrest Gump with Tom Hanks, also starring Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, Mackenzie Williamson, and Sally Field. Directed by Robert Zemeckis. The film is from 1994. Rated PG-13 and it's 142 minutes. Yep, 142 minutes. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. I do have a letterbox VHS of this, which I'm going to show that a little bit later. Here's the sticker label and an end label. Printed in the 5th week of 1995. And here's the behind the scenes of the making of Forrest Gump. $37 not rated. Here's the sticker label, end label. 17th week of 1995. And next tape, the 1995 VHS of Snoopy the Musical. And this special's from 1988. The songs are irresistible, and so is the dog. And some of it looks like it's mud. Somebody put a dry mud in there. 50 minutes not rated. Here's the sticker label, the end label. There's no week and year code on this tape. And next up, the 1995 VHS of Nobody's Fool with Paul Newman. Also starring Jessica Tandy, Bruce Willis, and Melanie Griffith. Directed by Robert Benton, and the film is from 1994. Rated R and is 110 minutes. Funny and genuine, one of the year's 10 best, says Bob Healy of Satellite News Network. Here's the sticker label, the end label, the 4th week of 1995. It's rated R, okay. And next up, the 1995 VHS of Star Trek Generation with Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, also starring LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, Maria Sirtis, Malcolm McDowell, James Doohan, Walter Koenig, and William Shatner. Directed by David Carson, and the film is from 1984. 2 Captain, 1 Destiny. Rated PG, and it's 117 minutes. Purchased on Blockbuster on January 10th, 1996. A smashingly entertaining mix of outer space adventures, says Richard Zoglin of Time Magazine. I have the letterbox VHS of this tape, which I'm going to show that in a minute. Here's the sticker label. Here's the end label. Printed in the 23rd week of 1985. And next up, the 1995 VHS of Velocity with Denzel Washington, also starring Kelly Lynch, Russell Crowe, Stephen Spinelli, William Forsythe, and Louise Fletcher, directed by Brent Leonard. The film is from 1995. Justice Needs a New Program. Rated R and is 105 minutes. A must-see that packs a real wallop, a virtual sci-fi roller coaster, a stupendous thriller. Here's the sticker label, end label, and there's no print date on this tape because this is a Columbia House copy. And next, here's the 1996 VHS of Star Trek Voyager, Caretaker. This is the pilot episode with Kate Mulgrew, Robert Beltran, and Tim Russ, excuse me. And it also has Jennifer Lien and Robert Duncan McNeil. The pilot is from 1995. Not rated and it's 92 minutes. Air date January 16th, 1995, starting 48315.6. Here's the sticker label, the end label, said 1996 pressing, and CVC. And next up, here is a 1996 letterbox release of Star Trek Generation. Here's the sticker label and label. Printed in the 5th week of 1996. Oops. And next up, the 1996 VHS of Bray Hart with Mel Gibson, also starring Sophia Marceau and Patrick Maguna. And
but this is based in Eastwood. Did that answer your question?
No. Sorry, I had to mute it. Let's see. It does not say who directed this film, but if someone know who directed this movie, let me know in the comments below. Rated R, and it's 177 minutes. This movie is co-produced by 20th Century Fox, although the 20th Century Fox logo was not showing. Just the Paramount logo in North America, because 20th Century Fox had the international rights to the film. Here's tape 1, tape 2, both sticker label and label. Both tapes is printed in the 49th week of 1986. And next up, also a 1996 VHS of Forrest Gump. This is a letterbox edition. Rated PG. Here's the sticker label and label. The 40th week of 1996. It's a Columbia House copy. And next up, here's the 1996 VHS of The Hunt for Red October with Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. This is the widescreen edition. The movie's from 1990. Rated PG, and it's 135 minutes. Here's the 1996 VHS of Patriot Games with Harrison Ford. This has Ann Archer, James Earl Jones, and Thar Birch, directed by Philip Noyes. The movie's from 1982. Here's the sticker label and label. The 39th week of 1996. And next up, also a 1996 VHS of Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, also starring John Voight, John Reno, Vin Rames, Kristen Scott Thomas, and Vanessa Redgrave, directed by Brian De Palma. The film is from 1996. I also got the movie on DVD, rated PG-13, and it's 110 minutes. Here's the sticker label and label. Printed in the 45th week of 1996. And next tape is the 1997 VHS of Star Trek First Contact with Patrick Stewart, Jonathan Frakes, and Brent Spiner, also starring LeVar Burton, Michael Dorn, Gates McFadden, Maria Sirtis, Alfred Woodard, James Cromwell, and Alex Krieg, directed by Jonathan Frakes. The film's from 1996. Rated PG-13, and it's 111 minutes. And this is the first Star Trek film to carry a PG-13 rating. One of the 10 best films of the year. You'll love this film, says Steve Altenfield. And this is a letterbox edition. Sticker label, 39th week of 1997. And I'm going to show you one more tape, and which is Beautician and the Beast, a 1997 tape with Fran Drescher and Timothy Dalton as part of the Paramount family favorites. The movie is also from 1997. 107 minutes, rated PG. This is the edited version on there. Directed by Kevin Quabs, and the movie did not do well. It stinks. Here's the sticker label. The 15th week of 1998. Okay, that's it for... Stay tuned for part 12, I believe. Yeah.